wants to know the story of the chair, Baba's chair. Jinnawaz, her name is Jinnawaz. So, in the old days, this hall was like a stable. The horse had been gifted to Baba for Mehra. So the horse was kept here for some time. Before that, it was used like a motor garage. Somebody from America had sent 2 big cars for Baba. 2 big limousines, 9-seater cars, so that Baba could travel in comfort all over India. But Baba used once only those cars and then gave the huge cars, only kind in India at that time. So those cars were kept here. After the cars came, Baba went into the new life. I don't know if you have heard about that. But in the new life, Baba gave up everything. He got all the things that were in his name were given away, gifted. The cars were also sent away. And some of his disciples gave money to Baba, which he distributed amongst his dependents. So he went away that time. And then he was for almost 3 years or so wandering all over, begging for food. You have heard about the new life?
Yeah.
So Baba did all this for our sakes. And eventually he came back, and then he used to come here. But at that time, Baba wasn't using this hall. There was no hall as such. This was mud here. Nothing. Just tin shed like that. Then Baba used to sit in one of the rooms at the side, and he would sit around. Later on, Baba said to get this place built up. So this hall was built. And then Baba used to come and start sitting here, and in the first few years there was a packing case, wooden packing case. So Baba would sit on the packing case and the Mandali would sit around here on the dirt floor. And Baba would be with them. Later on, somebody gifted chairs. So one of those chairs, I don't know which, was kept here, and Baba used to sit on that chair and be with us. And so after that, Baba was sitting like that on the chair for many years. And then you know that Baba went to the west, there he met with an accident, automobile, and after that he recovered from that injury. He himself had said that a big personal tragedy would happen to him. So the first accident took place in America when Baba was visiting there. And after he recovered from that, he was back in India. And then for a few years to stay in Satara for about 3 years or so after returning from the West. So in Satara he was there, and then Baba would be doing all sorts of wanderings in search of mas. Mas are God intoxicated souls who have no consciousness of the body. So Baba would go and contact them and be with them. He was doing some spiritual work with them, pushing them on the path to God, and at the same time putting some burden of work on them for world duty. And he was doing this constantly until one day, while in his travel, Baba had come here first for a few days. He wanted to go to the West again. So we were sitting in that room there, and one day he just said, I'll take down, and he asked my brother to write. And he again dictated the message that a great personal tragedy is going to befall me, and that it will test the love of my lovers and their faith, that they should hold on to me whatever happens. And then that circular was sent all over the world. Then Baba went to the West. After returning from the West, he again went back to Satara and was there for until 1956. And in 1956, one day, while he was returning from Pune, he had gone to see a cricket match just for a change. He liked cricket very much. So he had come for the day in Pune, and while returning, again an accident took place. And then Baba said, this is the tragedy that I had been saying would happen to me. Baba was very seriously injured. One of the Mandi also died. And so, after the accident, Baba was brought to Pune for further treatment, and then he came back to Meherazad. And he was here. But after that accident, Baba was not able to walk normally. Any walking was extremely painful to him because the hip joint was affected. It was badly damaged. So putting pressure caused him a lot of pain. And still then he was carrying on. So he couldn't walk from here to his bedroom. This chair was made. And on this chair, Baba used to be taken from the bedroom to here and back. So that is why this chair was done, special. 4 boys would carry Baba there and then bring him back in the morning. So he would come and sit there and be with us. Then one doctor from America, he was a chiropractor. He said, if I'm allowed to come, I'll come and treat Baba and I can make him walk again. So Baba asked him to come, and he came and he began to treat Baba here only in the hall. And gradually, after some treatment, Baba did recover and he was able to walk here. But the ground was very uneven, being all mud floor. So he said, please put some farshi on it so that he can walk on level ground. That's why the farshi was done. At that time there were no carpets or anything. So Baba would come and then sit here. He would take few paces as exercise. Then, of course, the doctor left and Baba would continue to stay here. Then, when he would come to Pune, because after the accident, Baba's health was very frail. So during the summer months, it would become very hot here. And it was very difficult for him to carry on staying here. So he would come to Pune. And there in Pune, there was a very gracious lady called Maharani of Baroda, Shantabai. So she came in contact with Baba. It's a long story. So she had a big palace in Pune, which she asked Baba to come and stay whenever he wanted. So Baba would go there during the summer months and be there for 3 months, March, April and May. In June he would come back here when it became cloudy and monsoon-like. So he would be here, well, in Guru Prasad he would give darshan programs. So people from Pune, Bombay, all over India, they would come for his darshan. And during those times, there were many people would come from Bombay. And one of them was a person called Sorabji Siganporia. And he used to be in Bombay and had a nice business. He had a bakery and he was quite well off, and he came into contact with a very rich businessman called Gajwani. So they together then started a center in Bombay, which is still there now, on Lamington Road. You come from Bombay or somebody?
Yeah, I know, the center is still there. We were just talking about
So that center is there. So they both contributed and bought a hall there, and they were doing Baba work there. And when Baba started to give darshan, they would come for darshan to Baba at Guru Prasad. And Gajwani became very attached to Baba. He was a very rich Sindhi gentleman. He had several mills and his sons used to manage those, which manufactured cloth, very high quality, and all automatic plants. So he was extremely rich, and he started coming to Baba, and then when Baba would go for any journeys or anything, he would help financially to bear the expenses. So one day in Guru Prasad, Baba said that I would like to go again for a darshan tour all over India. Because everybody was clamoring. They were saying, Baba, it's many years you have not come to our place. People from Andhra, Hamirpur, Kanpur, Wadda, all these places, they were asking Baba repeatedly, Nagpur. So Baba one day said, all right, I will come. But I will want about 40 people to accompany me on my darshan tour. And expenses. So Baba looked around and Gajwani immediately stood up. He says, Baba, I'll stand the expense of wherever you go, I will fund it. Baba says, fine. Then Baba started giving the names. Everybody's names were taken down, about 40 people. My name was also included. Yes. Then everybody was very happy all over India. Messages went that Baba decided to come for a darshan program. And many people started inviting Baba, please come here, please come here. So it was going on. Then Baba had not given the date yet. So he said very soon, very soon. So when one day, when Baba was in Pune again, he declared that I have cancelled the idea of going on a tour, that I will not go because I have much work to do in seclusion and I don't have the time to do this. So send out the circular that I am not coming. So that tour was cancelled. So now Kajwani stood up and said, Baba, I had planned to keep aside 40,000 rupees for the tour expenses. What shall I do with the money? The Baba says, keep it now. We will see later. So he kept quiet. Then Baba was coming every year to Guru Prasad. He would remind Baba. Baba one day said, you do one thing, you gift your amount to me in your will. Make a will and just put this amount as a gift for me. So that when I drop my body, or when you drop your body, then the money will come to me through your gift. So he said yes, and he did that. He made a will and put that amount for Baba aside. Then later on, he would come here also for Baba's darshan, Gajwani. And he was extremely devoted to Baba. Although he was such a rich person, he was extremely spiritually minded. So Baba would one day ask him, Guru Prasad, when do you go to sleep in the night? So he said, Baba, I go to sleep at midnight. Baba says, as late as that? Yes. I go to sleep at midnight and wake up at 3 o'clock. So only 3 hours? Yes, Baba. And he looked very healthy. His cheeks were very pink. And he looked like a picture of health. Unlike most businessmen, they are all very worried, but he wasn't like that. Although he was doing all this business and everything, he had left it to his sons to manage. But he was all the while doing spiritual practices. So Baba says, what do you do? What do you do in the night? So he says, Baba, I pray to you. And I get up at 3 o'clock, I just naturally get up. And then again, after washing and everything, I think of you and pray in my prayer room. Baba says, fine. You are really lucky. Nobody can do that. So this was how he was spending his life. And then later on he would come here also for Baba's darshan. And although Baba was in seclusion, he would ask to come and be here for a day or so. Baba would allow him to come. So one day when he came, he, when he came inside, he said to Baba, Baba, I've got a gift for you. So Baba says, what is it? So then he went outside and asked some boys to get this chair. He brought it and kept it in front of Baba. He said, Baba, you are sitting on a chair like this. You are so uncomfortable. I feel very, very uncomfortable seeing you sit like that. I can see how difficult it is for you to sit. So I especially brought this sofa in my car for you to use. Baba looked at it, and after a while he said, all right, put it here. So the chair was placed here and Baba sat on it. And he said, yes, this is really nice and comfortable. I like it. So Gajwani was extremely happy that Baba accepted it. So ever since then, Baba began to sit on this chair. And this is how this chair came into being. She wanted to hear the story of the chair, how it came. So Baba would then sit on this chair, and the original sofa cover is still there. To protect that, then the people here started to make these covers for Baba's chair. But the original cover is still intact. Very well-made chair, very comfortable. So it would hurt Baba's hip sitting up, but on this chair it wasn't hurting. So this is how Baba used to sit here. Later on, a few, say I think in 1967 or so, Gajwani one day suddenly died. He had a heart attack in his sleep and he passed away peacefully. So, after a few months, his son came over here, all of a sudden like that. Baba was here sitting and he was in seclusion, he wasn't meeting people, but this son came like that. He used to come for Baba's darshan in Guru Prasad. First time he came here. So when he came here, Baba allowed him to come in. Then he said, Baba asked him, why have you come? I am in seclusion. He says, Baba, I have a special work. I want to tell you something. He says, all right, speak up. So he says, Baba, my father has died, as you know. Baba said, yes, he's come to me. Then he said, Baba, so he said, Baba, my father has left a will, and in the will he has set aside an amount of 40,000 rupees for you. So I have come to tell you that. So Baba says, fine, good. Put the cash here. I will brought it. He says, no Baba, I haven't brought it. I just came to tell you this. He said, well, but I don't have cash right now. Multi-millionaire. He tells Baba, I don't have the ready cash, so I am going to arrange my business affairs, and then as soon as that is possible, I'll arrange to send the money. So Baba says, fine, do that. So after that he had Baba's darshan and he left. And Baba's secretary also happened to be there, Adi Keiran. So Baba tells Adi, when the money comes, let me know. Then I will do what has to be done about it. So, like that, many months passed by, and one day Adi says, Baba, that man hasn't sent the money yet. So Baba says, oh yes, he hasn't sent. Do one thing, send a reminder to him. So Adi wrote a reminder. And after some time, that man sent a reply. He said, yes, I know about that. I'm sorry I couldn't arrange for the finances yet. I'm in the process of doing it, and soon I will arrange to send. After a few months, nothing came, so Adi comes again. Baba says, send him another reminder. Another reminder went, again the same reply. So I was too busy with business and I'm arranging for the funds. So when Adi came to read the reply, Baba says, fine, very good. Now don't ever send a reminder again. Just let it be. And if he does not pay, all the better. Because in my next advent, this amount will be very handy for me. And just realize the amount of interest that this money will earn in the next 700 years when I come. So everybody laughed. He said, no, it's serious. Because Gajwani is connected to me, his family is connected to me. I have to see to them till the very end. Once a person comes to Baba, not only Baba looks after him, but his whole environment, his whole families and generations Baba has to look after. So he says, I can't let them go. They have to give it to me for their own benefit. So when I come in my next advent, this amount will be extremely handy for me. So don't worry, Chakrabarti Vyaj. Compound interest.
But Gajwani used to stand everybody ice cream in the summer.
Yeah.
In Guru Prasad, he would every summer, once in the summertime when Baba was there, he would give us all ice cream. And usually it was like, in a cup. But one year he brought cones. And in those days in Pune, nobody had seen biscuit cones. So everybody ate up the ice cream and threw away the cones. I still remember, the whole place was littered with cones.
But thereafter he started bringing a special cake for Baba called kasata. So it was like a huge ball of chocolate. And inside would be all cream and nuts and
cake, and then
There's
ice
the
cream.
mixing and cake.
And cake. So
And then ice cream in the center.
and ice cream in the center.
Pistachio ice
It was called kasata ice cream.
It's still available. You get kasata even now.
There is a restaurant called Quality. So that he would bring it all the way from Bombay in his ice bag and give it to Baba. Then Baba would cut it up and give it all slices of it as prasad in Guru Prasad. Whenever Baba came to Guru Prasad, then he would bring this kasata because of this thing that happened. So it was really delicious.
We all remember the ice cream very fondly.
He was extremely generous.
He had that factory of cutlery, Kaka. He used to make Kishko cutlery. They still have. Kapda bhi. The mills, cloth mills as well. The cutlery factory is still running, Kishko cutlery. They're very famous.
They export to Japan. It was a Japanese collaboration. So this is the story of the chair and the person who donated it.
In which year, sir, that was happening?
In late, I think, 1965 or
Since 65?
probably. The date is there, but I don't know exactly. But in the 60s, he had brought it.
So the Gajwanis, his children and all are Baba lovers.
Yeah, they are.
They,
But
yes,
none
in
of
this-
them come here. None of them come.
in name, they are Baba lovers.
Yes.
They
But
haven't.
the connection stays.
Ah.
Although you drift away, Baba doesn't let you go. Once you come into his fold, you are caught, Baba said.
He
There is
says,
no
you can
escape.
let me go, but I will not let you go.
But Baba wants us, when we come to him, to hold on to him. Don't drift away. Don't waste your lifetime. If you drift away, you will be only lengthening your grounds of birth and death. So remain connected to me, think of me, constantly remember me, take my name, be close to me. Because it's a rare opportunity. You don't know who I am. You feel that I am an ordinary person like you, and that's how we took him. He was so human that we every now and then forgot that Baba is also God. He is Sakshat Parameshwar, the one who comes once in several hundred years to be with us. He is God personified. So he is both God and man in one. So they call it Maryada Purushottam. That means the perfection of man is that. So he was so human that we were apt to forget his godhood. And several times he would have to remind us, but remember, I am God. Don't forget. Feel that I am an ordinary person. It's not like that. You all are sitting here in front of me. I am talking to you. Be with me. Don't let your minds wander. This opportunity won't come to you again. It's a very rare opportunity. So be concentrated on me. When you are here, forget your family, business, wife, children, husband. Forget everything and be with me here. Concentrate on me. Don't just let your body be here, let your mind be here also. That's what he used to tell us. And that's what I again tell you all. That you all are here. You think he is not sitting there. He is there. He is everywhere. Actually, he is the only existence. So, what he has told us is to be with him, concentrate on him, attend to all your worldly duties and responsibilities in a responsible way, with 100% honesty. But keep your mind on me. Do it for my sake. So that, and above all, try to love me and love me more and more, because I am the incarnation of love, and all I want from you is just love and nothing more. Just love me. I am love personified. So how will you love me? By pleasing me, by serving me. And how will you please me? By following my wishes. And then he has given his wishes. So those are the wishes that are up there. Mera, would you want to read it?
I'll read
Yes. See what he has given. We all should do that. And if we do that, we will be connected to him. And even if we don't do it and not, he will still hold on to it. But he wants us to do the effort. So see if this is Baba's wishes.
My wish. Baba said, the lover has to keep the wish of the beloved. My wish for my lovers is as follows. Do not shirk your responsibilities. 2. Attend faithfully to your worldly duties, but keep always in the back of your mind that all this is Baba's. 3. When you feel happy, think, Baba wants me to be happy. When you suffer, think, Baba wants me to suffer. 4. Be resigned to every situation and think honestly and sincerely. Baba has placed me in this situation. 5. With the understanding that Baba is in everyone, try to help and serve others. 6. I say with my divine authority to each and all that whosoever takes my name at the time of breathing his last comes to me. So do not forget to remember me in your last moments. Unless you start remembering me from now on, it will be difficult to remember me when your end approaches. You should start practicing from now on. Even if you take my name only once every day, you will not forget to remember me in your dying moments. Meher Baba.
Do that. Just only remember him, take his name. There is, Baba said that there is power in my name. My name is more powerful than even myself. Even I repeat my name. That's what he said. So he has left this in our hands, this weapon. Make use of it. It's a very powerful weapon. It will help you to remain connected to Baba. It will help you to not get led astray by worldly attraction. And it will help you to remain connected to Baba. So constantly try to repeat his name. Just Baba, Baba. He doesn't want you to do any rituals, rites, anything. Just do this simple thing of repeating his name and remembering him. That's all. That is more than what you is enough. And love him. Love him with all your heart. Try to please him.